and I'm going to put my therapist hat on for just a moment, that also to remind you that in a child growing up, in a person growing up, because I'm finding out this is very pertinent for adults as well. There's three things for a healthy person, a healthy child growing up. But as you learn and have experiences in life, there's three things that we must need in order for us to be healthy and not dysfunctional. That first thing is a sense of safety, that sense that there are no threats, that we are not on high alert all the time or hyper arousal all the time, thinking that there's something right around the corner or something that's going to fall from above or something that's going to come crashing into us or something that will overwhelm and overtake us. That we can be secure in our homes. We can be secure in our jobs. We can be secure when we're away from one another and not fret and worry that something is going to happen. Cognitive distortion, the worst case scenario. And a lot of our minds go to that worst case scenario. And in that worst case scenario, we are inundated with this cortisol, which is a stress hormone that just plagues our bodies and cause both mind, body, and spirit to be ill at ease in what you have to do. You can't help you're somewhere else with your mind and your thoughts while you're here and now. And you can't fully integrate and be involved in the here and now because of worrying about something else. The other thing that is needed is validation. If someone is not talking to you nicely, if someone is not telling you, Sam, that's a great job that you did, or, I really have a lot of respect for you and what you're doing. Also, marvelous things. I look forward to seeing you and talking to you. If someone is not validating you, then your self-esteem and self-worth can really be eroded and tank. And some, like plants that have outlived their usefulness, they will wither and die. And as it says in Proverbs, the grass will wither and die and the wind will drive it away. If you're not validated, if you're not validating people around you, then the relationships that you will have, the relationship that someone is trying to build with you or think they have with you is not going to be fruitful and prosper. It's not going to be effective and productive because you're not plugging into that source and not feeding them that which they need. And I'm talking about being genuine and sincere in the things that you say and the things that you do. In that genuineness and sincerity, you're helping the other person to understand that I'm a person of value, that there is something to me and people are recognizing it. And the third thing is to connect with them. You want to connect with people who want to connect with you. Some people, you got to be around them, your job, or maybe your neighbors, but still learn to be kind, still learn to not feel as though you're threatened by them or you're not a pending threat to them. Because if you do and you have someone who is always on high alert, their mind can trick them or force them or maneuver them into a place that could be a harm to you and to them. So again, those three things are a sense of safety, validation, and connection. These are the things that we need to have. And part of that are the core beliefs and the core values that we have. And these core beliefs and core values are impacted by the relationships that we've had in growing up, by the influence of the social setting that we have been in, and how those beliefs now fashion your perception and perspective about life and about the people who are in it. And so as we're moving through or have moved through the lessons on They Call Her the Streets, there is a project that we are having. We're initiating this. Now, technically, this is a project that I have been doing for years and years. As a professional counselor, as a pastor, I have been doing a lot of reaching, or people have reached out to me and asked me, can you talk to my son? Can you talk to my nephew? I have something I want to share with you. Can you help me with this? And I have been working with a number of people, and I have had some really nice return comments about some of the help that has been given. And in this project that is coming, the name of it is Iron Sharpens Iron. And I'm sharing with you today, I can't stand up, but this is the message, Iron Sharpens Iron, out of Proverbs 27:17. And in that iron sharpens iron, you know that the friction that happens when the anvil strikes the metal that is on, well, the hot metal that's on the anvil, it molds it, it shapes it. And then once it is cooled down and the process of taking it from iron to steel, the sharpening of it, you have to have something as sharp as or sharper than itself in order to give it that edge that it needs. So the Iron Sharpening Iron is a project where we're reaching out to more people to help them with feeling safe, feeling validated, and feeling connected, that it can make a shift in their perspective in life. The shift in the perspective in life that we're doing is a shift in the perspective of their core beliefs. I offer you the thought, if your core beliefs are rooted in some things that are not based in truth, if your core beliefs are rooted in the amalgamated and unstructured thoughts and feelings and even studies that do not have its basis in truth, then a lot of what you do will not be based in truth. How you think and how you feel, you're not going to have that compatibility with many others, because two opposites, they are not going to, or two things that are the same, are going to repel one another, or they're going to be volatile in one another. What we're doing with this Iron Sharpens Iron project is reaching out to be able to take both the gospel and the healthcare information to help them to see how they can have a change in their sense of safety, a change in bringing validation and encouragement for their self-esteem and self-worth, and the connection, helping them to be different in their interactions with others and change that mindset to help them to move on in life.